Plagiarism isn't something you want to mess around with. Given the consequence for it, which we'll discuss, I say it's the last thing you'd want to do while in an academic setting of any kind. And yes, I know, it's a topic you've all heard before. Fun, right? Getting to hear the same lecture every year in every class you have a writing project in is exactly zero fun. Your librarians and professors feel the exact same way. And yet there's always one student who thinks they'll never get caught. Thankfully, plagiarism isn't as prevalent at the Citadel, but it still happens often enough that we need to make a video about it. Let's start at the beginning with the definition. Plagiarism is defined as to steal and to pass off the ideas of words of another as one's own, use another's production without crediting the source, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. To break that down even further, plagiarism is theft. Plagiarism is a big deal in college and professional writing, and even made an appearance in the honor manual. You might even say plagiarism is famous. Let's talk about those consequences, though. In higher education, plagiarism is an offense so bad it can and frequently will get the offender expelled. This raises the question of how did we get here anyway? Good question. To answer it, we have to talk about the writing process a bit. When you're writing an academic paper, either as homework or to be published in a journal, you will frequently want to use information from other writers and academics who have written already. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with using other authors' work to bolster yours, but there are rules that need to be followed for that to happen. Rule number 1, you must cite your source every time, every source. There's another video about citation, so I won't go into that here, but know that each source must be cited both in the text of the paper and on a reference or works cited list at the end of the paper. Sources can be just about anything. They can be a quote, a picture, a table, or a chart. The second rule is paraphrasing and summarizing from a source must be cited. Those are the original author's ideas, just rewritten. You must give credit to the original source. The third rule is, if you think you might need a citation for something, stop thinking about it and just cite it. Your professors would rather have a paper with too many citations than a paper missing one. Too many citations might lose you a point or two, but a missing citation, well, that will get you caught up in a very different discussion. If you got something from somewhere else besides your brain, you need to cite it. There are other rules, but those are the big ones. I encourage you to take a second look at the honor manual, specifically Section 3B entitled Cheating. That can help guide you in the proper use of academic sources. Also check out Daniel Library's research guide about plagiarism. There are several resources the library provides that can help you use your sources correctly. The best thing you can do for yourself is avoid even a hint of potential plagiarism.